This is Solid Signal's exclusive unboxing of the SureCall Flare home office cell booster. This is being billed as the perfect booster for a 2,500 square foot space. Let's take a look. What you get is really nice retail packaging, pretty typical for SureCall, in English and French, which is nice, I suppose, if you're Canadian. Nice little box, good enough that you could actually keep it if you need to. When you open it up, you get pretty much typical stuff. This is a pre-production unit and some of the manuals and material was not quite finalized yet. I expect to see a really nice looking manual when I'm done. Getting past the materials, what you get is 50 feet of SureCall RG6 cable, which is really some of the best RG6 cable you're going to find. Nice, heavy, solid, good stuff, not the stuff you used to find with cell boosters in years past. You've also got cable clips and wall anchors, which is really nice because if you're going to mount this antenna outdoors, you don't necessarily even have to use a mast. Typical AC adapter kind of rounds out the bunch of accessories that you get with the thing. Opening up the booster itself, pretty much no assembly required here. What you get is just this nice looking unit, a bunch of cable coming off of it, and I'm going to cut to a pre-made media shot here. High quality plastic construction, a decent looking design, and pretty much the only thing that actually lights up is here in this front panel. Overall, this is a nice package that is not going to get hidden somewhere on a shelf, and that's important because cell boosters really need to be kind of out in the open in order to work. Last thing in the box is the outdoor antenna. Comes in a box of its own, and let's take a look at it. Inside the box is pretty much everything you're going to need to mount this thing. You can mount it to a mast, or you can mount it to the plate that's supplied. And that's kind of neat that you can do it either way. Go right onto an eave or a molding if you really need to, because it's not that heavy. The last thing that you're going to see is the outdoor antenna, which actually is really high quality. Looks almost marine rated if you kind of take a look at it. Once you've mounted the outdoor antenna at least 15 feet away from the indoor unit and run the cable, pretty much all you have to do is connect the AC adapter and the cable to this power adapter at the end of the booster. There's really no more installation than that. You know, when you look back 3 or 4 years, the thing that you used to say about Cell Phone Mate, which was the company that later changed its name to SureCall, is that they made good solid boosters, but they were hard to set up and they were not terribly attractive. Now that's kind of a problem when you've got something that if you put it in a drawer or a cabinet, it doesn't work as well. In the last 2 or 3 years, I've seen a huge change from my friends over at SureCall, and the Flare really shows it. It's good looking, it works great, and it sets up in about 2 minutes. Of course, you do have to mount an antenna outside, and if that's not your cup of tea, there are other products in the SureCall line that let you use the entire system without having to go outside. You just mount it in a window, and it just works. However, the Flare is more powerful in systems like that because of that outdoor antenna, so I highly recommend using a system with an outdoor antenna if you possibly can. The SureCall Flare is available today at solidsignal.com.